In an old industrial warehouse, 700 people gathered for what's being hailed as the largest public satanic ceremony in the history. The warehouse has been functioning as a satanic temple for some time, and the gathering took place to mark the public
unveiling of a 9-foot, 2,000 pounds bronze statue of Baphomet. All reportedly sold their souls just to be
which
there.
brings up the question, what do these people actually believe? What is Satanism?
Satanists are often referred to as devil worshippers who perform dark rituals and bloody sacrifices.
But that's pretty far from the reality.
Historically, the term Satanist was used to describe those who oppose the major organized religions. Satanism is an umbrella term for occult groups with their own ideology. These groups can be divided into two camps: spiritual Satanists and non-spiritual Satanists. The difference is that spiritual Satanists believe Satan to be a godlike figure. These groups seek interaction with Satan through prayer, ceremony, and rituals.
The other side, those who belong to non-spiritual satanic orders like the Church of Satan and the Satanic Temple completely rejects the idea that Satan actually exists. These groups believe that we are our own gods.
Anton Zander LaVey was an American author, musician, and occultist. He was the founder of the Church of Satan and the religion of LaVeyan Satanism. He authored several books including The Satanic Bible, The Satanic Rituals, The Satanic Witch, The Devil's Notebook, and Satan Speaks. It is an inverted pentacle form with 2 points pointing upwards, one downwards and one to each side. It is the official symbol of the Church of Satan. Inside the pentacle is the image of a goat, its horns filling the upper 2 points, its ears filling the 2 lateral ones, and its mouth filling the lower one. This is Satan. Do not give opinions or advice unless you are asked. Do not tell your troubles to others unless you are sure they want to hear them. Do not make sexual advances unless you are given the mating signal. Do not harm little children. Do not kill non-human animals unless you are attacked or for your food.
Many Satanists do not worship Satan the way a person would worship God. We see him as a symbolic figure, and we like the philosophies. Said my Satanist friend, whom we've chosen to keep anonymous just to shield her from discrimination and cyberbullying, despite her wanting to be named.
So, tell us about Satanists. Satanist is a person who is more focused on limitless, free will, enlightenment, and one who sees self-worship. We are a lot more focused on discovering things for ourselves and are opposed to the idea of imposed morality. Satanists do not see sin in some acts people might consider sinful. We merely look at the situation and understand it and its consequences to us and those around us. We are generally more open, which thus leads to non-hypocrisy. We see charity as an optionality and not required. And we do not do any act of help. It is because help is needed, and not because we are expecting a promise or a better life in return. Satanists do not think the idea of the God that requires we believe in Him. If we want to be saved, or that we need to constantly please Him through worship, if we want to be saved, Satanists generally find God and the corresponding religious organization to be are in designing nature. Satanists follow their primal design. We do not see any sin in our nature of design. We made to be who we are as it is our optimal course.
How Satanist is different from what people might think.
Satanists are not out there to do evil things. We do not have our own moral code unless you look into the Laveyan Satanism, which is still not really a moral code. But we do not cause harm against others. The practices people see that are being depicted by media as satanic are sometimes for show by Satanists. We do not really have any sacrifice, nor do we hate people who are not Satanists. We do not practice or throw curses on others. There are psychological effects and liberation in some of our rituals, which are mostly focused on reminding ourselves that we are not born sinners. We can achieve our own personal perfection or strive to by doing our best, and that we should always be doing better. There are some artists who are Satanists, and they are so because they like the philosophy behind
What are some
Satanism.
misconceptions of Satanists?
So these are some clarifications about Satanism that people should know. First one, we do not sacrifice their things. Secondly, we do not hold sacrifices in general. Some do it as a PR prop. Third one, Satanists did not sell their souls. Fourth one, Satanists are pretty much anyone else. The fifth one, Satanists might see the monotheistic God philosophy as something they are against, but they are not against humanity in nature. And lastly, not all Satanists are atheists. Not all atheists are
What does the
Satanists.
average Filipino think of this practice?
Satanism has been given a bad name by general religious groups because it promotes that people doubt and look for their own answer. Satanism also opposes the idea of being obedient, whereas so it blindly, without reason. History has presented and proven that giving absolute power to a human being is not necessarily a good thing, even if the person is of a religious order. In fact, especially if the person is of a religious order. The hate has presented people with the idea that Satanists want to do harm and are pulling everyone to eternal damnation. When in fact, many Satanists do not even believe in the idea of an afterlife. The curious, educated Filipino will be more open and tolerant to the philosophy of Satanism because it deals with inquiry and philosophy.
Are there a lot of Satanists in the Philippines? There is a very small group of Satanists in the Philippines, and we are quite scattered. The thing about Satanism is there are many different types of Satanism and definitions by different people. Generally though, Satanism is smaller circle because of the fact that there is no recruitment to Satanism, and activities are kept completely discreet due to general non-acceptance of the local culture and community. Is there anything else we should know about Satanism? Satanism is not about fear, it is about understanding and embracing reality. Where others find fear, we find peace. Where others find chaos, we find calm with it. We are about being better, doing better. We look at the consequences of our actions to ourselves and others and decide accordingly. We like to learn, we like to discover. Satanists do not judge people for the actions they do, but we will respond accordingly to different actions performed towards us or to those that may matter for us. If we are treated well, we will respond positively. We follow our primal design.